And now at 5, let's take a live look outside as San Antonians are battling this summer heat, relying heavily on the Texas power grid. Just yesterday, the grid broke its record for statewide power demand, and it nearly broke that record again today as CPS Energy asked people to conserve. KENS 5 reporter Andrew Moore tells us how the grid is expected to hold up. Andrew?
Yeah, ERCOT said last week the key factor in keeping the lights on this summer was actually going to be wind energy. And fortunately, this week, wind power has kept blowing. Here's our power situation right now.
We are in a really hot day, going into a hot 14-day outlook.
The Texas power grid needs just under 82,000 megawatts of power to meet demand right now. Here's where it's coming from. If everything is running correctly, the grid gets 72,000 megawatts from gas, coal, and nuclear plants. That alone isn't enough, but we also get around 10,000 megawatts from solar arrays during the day, and right now we are getting around 20,000 megawatts from wind power. And that's what's keeping us above the state's demand. If something were to happen to that wind, then the grid could be in trouble. Fortunately, the forecast still looks good for at least the next week. San Antonio Councilwoman Terry Castillo says the city does have places for people to go if rolling blackouts ever happened.
Our recreational centers, libraries, senior centers serve as our cooling centers. So even as of today, right, despite there not being any rolling blackouts, we do have spaces set for the general public to go and cool off.
And CPS Energy is continuing to ask for conservation right now. They're asking people to set your thermostats to 78 degrees and not use large appliances in the evening. Maybe that'll get you out of dishes tonight. Deborah?
All right, Andrew, sounds good to me. As we work to conserve energy, Jeremy Baker is tracking the heat. And Jeremy, what can we expect the rest of this evening?
Well, this evening is going to be hot once again. We're still in the triple digits right now. The good news is no heat advisory for Bexar County, but we do have a heat advisory for parts of our area. Take a look and see what I'm talking about here. And you can see all the orange shaded counties under that heat advisory. We've had those heat warnings and heat advisories for a long time. No warning right now. That's the good news. Still that advisory remaining. 101 the current temperature in San Antonio. Let's see, the hot spot looks to be Carrizo Springs at 108, 107 Pearsall, Cotulla, 107 in Del Rio, and 106 in Eagle Pass. Factor in the humidity, that's what it really feels like. Gonzales, the big winner, 110-degree heat index. Del Rio, 104. Eagle Pass, 105. Pearsall at 109. The good news is temperatures will be cooling off on the 7-day, but we have a long way to go before we get back to close to normal. I'll have all the details in your complete 7-day forecast a bit later in the newscast. Deborah.
All right, we'll see you then, Jeremy. Thank you.